witches.
Hi, hello, and welcome to our very final episode of Iron Flame until January of next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fancast time. Now, if you weren't here with us during our fourth wing read and fancast, pause, go back and listen to that because we're not going to do Violet or Zayden or any of the characters.
Remember when I said I wasn't going to, and then I ended up changing my mind? I didn't do them
Okay.
all. I just changed two of them.
I
But I'm
only
not.
did,
I
I
I
didn't do
only
any of the old ones. So,
I just I just changed two because I saw as I was like looking up like movies I saw these actors and actresses in. I saw other actors and actresses, and I was like, oh, oh. Why didn't I think of that? And then I like started looking at pictures of them and I was like, yes, yes. And then
well, I
so I
didn't do
did
that.
that. I only
So,
did it for two. And I got
I
rid of
only
like the
did.
Amber Mavis character because I wanted that actor. I was like, nah, this actor could be better someplace else. So
Yeah, I didn't even go back and look at those. So I only remember a few of my old ones, but I have my new ones done. And as always, there's a couple people on here that I don't remember who they are.
well, that's fine.
Yeah,
Do you want me to go first then with my changes?
sure. Yeah, probably
Okay.
get those done.
Okay. So, we did Professor Carr last time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I, for some reason, switched them. Oh, because I had him down for like Gary Oldman, but I remembered Gary Oldman in a different movie and I was like, oh, no, he is this character. So I had to switch him around. So I was saying Professor Clark could be Jeffrey Rush, who he played Barbosa in Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
Okay.
Or Michael Keaton because fucking Beetlejuice off the fucking crazy end. I think that would have been perfect. Although I think there's some weird, maybe legal things happening right now with Michael Keaton. I don't know. There's like, I don't know what's hearsay and what's not hearsay anymore with some celebrities, but I think Michael Keaton might be one of them. Regardless, whatever. I got rid of the Amber Mavis character, which I did Florence Pugh. I put Florence Pugh on my Iron Flame characters because so much better. I didn't give a remake to Amber Mavis because fuck her. She was an ass. She don't deserve it. Okay, anyway, so my changes are Violet and Imogen. So Violet, I saw I don't know what it was. I think an AI rendition. I was looking up like what does this character look like kind of thing because like we have like vague descriptions, but then some
Yeah.
people have like really great imaginations and to be honest, my brain is like really fried and it has been for a while. And a lot of sometimes you have like one person in mind and then like you can't think of anybody with that exact thing. And I never was sold on Zoe Dutch. I was never sold on her, but I like this one better. Odea Rush. Isn't that who you have?
I had Jenna Ortega for
That's
Violet.
right. Fuck no.
I made them all
Okay.
Hispanic.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So I have a Dea Rush. Um, she is very pretty and I don't know why, but she looks like the perfect, well, almost perfect, I guess. But like I think she could do it.
Probably. I don't know who that is, but yeah.
Um she's an Israeli actress. She has actually been in Goosebumps, Lady Bird. She was in Dumplin'.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, she's wait, Dumplin'?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So she played Elle or Ellie in Dumplin.
Which was like the best friend, I think, right? Yeah.
Dumplin Elle images. Yes, she played the best friend.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's who I was like, oh yeah, that would be good. Um, Imogen, I think Natalie Dormer would be perfect. No offense to Ruby Rose, but I don't think Ruby Rose could really get that like deep, like go from like that bitchy character that like nobody cares for to like that like best friend when Violet needs her the most in Iron Flame. I just don't feel like she
Yeah.
would embody that character the best.
I had Florence Pugh for Imogen.
Also a good choice. Also a good choice. But I think Natalie Dormer rocks. Like she had like a shaved head, like part of her head, I think, in what movie was that?
It probably doesn't matter. I doubt I've seen
Oh, you might have.
it.
Yeah, because it was in Mockingjay.
Oh, okay. Well, then I have seen that. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. I have seen that one.
yeah. She
I
played.
have not seen a lot. Literally, me last night trying to do these fan casts, I kept literally, was me Googling blonde male actors in their 20s. Like,
I used
because
AI to create the characters for me, and then I just like thought of the actors, and then
I
the
don't
like
watch
times
TV or movies. Like, I watch the
I
same
watch
like four
movies so
movies over and over and
much.
over again. I don't I don't watch the TV. And even then I don't actually watch it. I just turn it on in the background while I do something else.
Yeah.
Um
So Will has ever since Deadpool and Wolverine came out. Now I never really watched like the X-Men part of it, but like I knew like Deadpool and his story and all of that.
I love
Um
X-Men. I have seen
yeah,
all of
like
those
growing
movies.
up, I was like the other side of Marvel. Like I wasn't on the X-Men side. Like I just didn't I don't know. My parents didn't watch superhero movies unless I watched them, and then it just
Didn't mind.
timing it just wasn't a thing for me. So we've been watching that, and I came home late or whatever one night, and he was watching. What is he watching? It's a Marvel TV show, um, and it's about the Skrulls coming to Earth, and um, it's got a British actress in it, and Olivia Colman. I love Olivia Colman. I love her so much because she is me as a person. Like if I ever become an actress and I have to go and like do talk shows, I will need to be briefed on why I'm at that talk show. Like what movie, what character. I will need to rewatch everything, probably reread the script to figure out what the fuck is happening. And that's how she is. Because she went on to a Graham Norton show, which is a British talk show host, and he is gay and fabulous and funny, and I love it. He's he'll sit there and be like, Olivia, you're here to talk about your new movie. She goes, oh, which one is it? Like confused, like legitimately confused. And he goes, okay, I'll do your job for you. And then he like looks to the camera, and then she's like, yeah, so I'm a salsa dancer, and like just trying to like talk about the movie, but she doesn't remember anything. And everyone's like, are you okay? She goes, listen, it has been months since I've done this. Like, I've started a new project. I have no idea. Like, I don't know why they have me do these things. They know I can't do these things. And I'm sitting there like,
I feel that that would
yes.
also be me.
Yeah, I was like, God, that is Olivia Colman. And she's so good in that show. Like, she's so sassy. Like, she just plays like this innocent British person. And then all of a sudden she's like, oh, we're going to do it the hard way. Okay. And then she just like fucking cuts off someone's finger. I'm like,
Oh,
badass. I love it. Okay. But
yeah.
anyways, if I could place her in any of my fan castings, I probably would because she's perfect. But anyways, that's all I changed. So
Okay.
onwards. Go ahead. I don't know.
Yeah. So
Who'd you have
the
first?
first character on my list is Eric slash Cam. So the prince,
Oh, okay.
and
Who'd you
I
have?
had Lucas Till.
That's my Liam. But not a bad character. Not a bad idea.
Yeah,
I
remember
don't.
I made Liam black. I fixed that for this one. I mean, I didn't go back and pick a new Liam, but I did pick a white Sloane.
I
I
will
think.
admit, fan casting for this made me
I did.
stressed. And here's the thing I love that she made a lot of people vague. Dark,
Yeah,
glossy hair, olive skin, dark
yeah,
eyes. Like,
yep.
no prominent features except for like Zayden and like Violet, which is great. But as somebody who's a visual person, that's not good enough for me. I like that people can, imagine their own little world to their heart's content because I had no idea what to do for this one character. I don't even remember who it was, but I looked up like myfancast.io or whatever. There was white and black people both for this one character, and I was like, huh, I never would have imagined that. Then I looked up the description and I was like, that's why. Because
Yeah.
it's so vague. Like,
Well,
and I
yeah, and
appreciate that. So everyone can have like their own like picture or whatever. That's great. I need to know what they look like.
I think that's why in my head because like yeah, she mentions like once that Liam has blonde hair, but like that was it. So in my head he was black. Like he was.
There's a
That
lot of dark people in this show, so like I get it.
I was just so I was super confused when you were like, "Isn't he white?" And I was like, "I don't know, is he?"
You're like, what? So mine's definitely almost 40 years old, but he could play a 20-year-old. Uh, it's Freddie Stroma. Do you know who that is? He's in
No.
Bridgerton.
Oh well, who is he in Bridgerton?
Um, oh, he was also in the Harry Potter movies.
Is that the prince
He's
or whatever?
Cormac in the Harry Potter movies.
Ew. That character is terrible.
Hey, wait, Cormac or the Bridgerton guy?
Cormac.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about the Bridgerton dude. I was like, hey, I don't know anything about him. But yeah. So Cormac from Harry Potter or whoever the fuck this Bridgerton character or dude is, I don't know. Prince Frederick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Prince Frederick in Bridgerton. I think he'd be great.
Okay. I mean, makes sense. Prince. Prince.
I feel like the Cormac part of it, well, yeah, that. But I feel like the Cormac part like would be perfect for like when he's talking like the disdain he has for like Harry Potter. It could be like the disdain he has for his father. I think it'd be perfect.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe.
okay, who's next?
The voice of Andarna.
Oh,
Mine are literally in alphabetical order, except for
well,
one,
I
two.
don't work like that. I have chaos in my life, so mine's all over the
Mine
place.
are only on alphabetical order because I literally looked up a list of Iron Flame characters and copied them down in my notebook, and they happened to be in alphabetical order on the website.
Yeah. If you're a little more OCD about it, you would probably be like, "Oh, this is stressing me out," and you'd be like, um, I did not change mine because I still think mine's great.
I don't remember who yours was the first time,
A
so
Sadie Sink.
still don't know who that is. I don't know who anyone is. I don't watch TV and movies.
Listen, when we decided to do this segment, I was like, "This is gonna be so fun." And you're like, "Yeah," and I was like, "You don't seem excited."
Because I don't know actors and I don't know them.
this one was this one was really stressful. Not gonna lie. All right, go ahead.
I'm not
Who'd you
super
change yours
excited
to?
about Kiki Palmer.
Oh yeah, I like that one though. I don't.
I'm not
I
like
don't
super excited
dislike
about
it.
any of my choices.
Let's see. Have you watched any of these Sadie Sink movies? You've definitely not seen Stranger Things. Have you watched The Whale?
No,
Have you watched Fear Street? Oh, definitely not. Have you watched A Sacrifice?
no,
Have you watched Dear Zoe?
no.
Okay. Um, The Glass Castle.
Nope.
Okay. And a lot of these other ones are scary movies that I know you definitely did not watch. So, okay, well,
Yeah.
I'll just send you a little segment from Stranger Things, which makes me picture Indarno,
Okay, that
and
works.
then you'll see why I did it. Okay, I don't dislike yours. The sass is perfect.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
It's good. It's a good idea. I like it. Okay, who's
Um,
next?
Bodhi.
Okay. I had no idea who Bodhi looked like. I just know he was like a cousin to Zayden, and I was like, okay, whenever I think of cousins, I think like one's more attractive than the other.
Okay, hold up.
And every time I looked up who people thought
No,
should
because
be
I looked
Bodhi,
this one up multiple times. Bodhi is black.
yeah, well, what the fuck do you think Zayden is?
I
He
don't
black too.
know.
Zayden black too.
Barely.
Okay, and the one I can't say anything because I lost the ability to draw from years ago. But let me tell you, this motherfucker decided to draw Zayden like a mix between Adam Driver and fucking Severus Snape with dark skin. I was like, that ain't attractive. Ain't
And that
nobody
wasn't
wanting to
super
cross the
dark skin
parapet.
either.
Yeah, it's like, okay, ain't nobody wanting to cross the parapet trying to think of that hunk of muscle behind you. Ain't nobody thinking of that. Like, I know a lot of people like had the hots for Adam Driver after like the Star Wars stuff, and like I can see it. I don't blame them. But like a Snape, a
Yeah, no,
Severus
that
Snape,
fan art was real bad.
I was sitting there like, I don't find Zayden attractive. You're like, what do you mean? Why not? And then you sent me your fan art, and I was like, oh, I like this one better. What were you looking at? This one,
Yeah.
huh?
The fuck is that?
Snape,
Baby Snape?
a black Snape. But yeah. Anyways, a lot of them actually said that oh, who was it? Matthew Daddario should play Bodhi.
Didn't I have him for Zayden?
I had him for Zayden. Although I did find a nice runner up for Zayden.
I also have him for Zayden. I had 4 different people for Zayden, but Matthew Daddario was on my list.
Damn. Um, there's one that I was like, yeah, I can see that. He's an Italian actor. Who is he? Ain't none of these bitches. I actually have seen him. Gabriel Guevara. Gabriel Guevara is his name. Um, he was actually like casted to play, not casted, as if like somebody from Netflix was like, "You're playing Rezan," but like he was like fan casted by like 50 people to play Rezan. Um, but like I can see that. I haven't seen any of the movies that he's been in. But he is a French actor and model. So And I mean, he might be on my list, but my list is definitely not in order. So, yeah, what are you gonna do? I had Boo Boo Stewart. A Boo Boo. Boo Boo Stewart.
I don't hate that. I could not think of anyone. I was struggling and struggling. And finally, I was like, he's kind of like comic relief a little bit, and nobody really takes him seriously, even though he's supposed to be wing leader. And like, so I picked Jordan Fisher.
I can see that. Didn't you have him for a different character though?
Probably. I did not go back and look at my old ones.
Oh, see, I have it all on like the same like document.
Oh, no, mine's in a notebook.
Yeah, on my fourth wing iPad.
Look at you go.
I mean, it was $10, and I needed something to cover my new iPad, or Will was gonna fucking kill me.
Let's see.
Okay. Okay.
I
So
had him for Liam.
I knew it. I was like, nah. She said Jordan Fisher already. Okay. So after Bodhi, I'm gonna assume is Brennan.
Yes.
Look at me. I know my alphabets. Okay. Because
I
I've
do
been
not
watching.
like who I picked for Brennan. Don't like him at all. I mean, I like
Who'd
him,
you
but I don't like him for this character.
Who'd you pick?
Tom Holland.
Oh no. He's
I literally could not think of anyone.
No offense to Tom Holland's height, but like Brennan's supposed to be like almost 40. Like
Yeah.
he's like 35, 37-ish, and he's like tall and domineering.
Yeah. I couldn't think of anyone. So that's what you got.
Uh I picked Nicholas Holt.
I don't know
Okay. X-Men. He was an X-Men.
who that is.
He played Beast.
Okay.
Or
I know
Hank.
who that is.
Yeah. The really tall guy. He also has played in Catherine the Great. Well, okay, it's called The Great, but it's an HBO show about Catherine the Great, and it's like it's so fucking funny, and I just love it.
Well, I've not seen that.
He's also, I wouldn't call it a scary movie, but it's definitely like there's some homicidal maniacs that would probably fucking do this, and Nicholas Holt is in that movie as well. It's called The Menu. That's
Hmm.
also a good movie. If you like a thriller, like a psychological thriller, but not like scary, not like Michael Myers scary.
I don't know. I don't think I do. That doesn't sound like my jam.
Yeah,
Maybe in a book form. If it was a book. Maybe.
it might actually be a book. But like they go to like this really prestigious like 5-star, very like you have to be invited to be like go to this special restaurant, and the cook, who is actually Ralph Finesse, he's like the head chef, and he like curates this menu, and Anya Taylor-Joy's in it, and she plays Nicholas Holt's date to this restaurant because he has to bring another person, and him and his girlfriend broke up, so he just went with this person. um and then it turns into like Ralph Finesse is like a homicidal maniac. He's just like, we literally strive to do what's best by our people, and like they lost the passion for cooking. It's like a take on commercialism kind of thing.
Hmm.
It's like people are losing their passions because like everyone's just fucking ruining it, or like the rich are ruining it, is like what the whole like thing is about.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily like a scary movie, but it's definitely like a be
Interesting.
nice to everybody kind of thing. But anyways, Nicholas Holt. All right, who's next?
Varrish. That's not in order. Oh, because they had him as Colonel Varrish.
Oh, I was like, what? Girl, do you know your alphabet?
I do.
Okay, I was so excited about my choices for this one. Okay.
I was not excited about any of my choices for any of the characters in this one.
I honestly picked a lot of characters I or like people I have not picked before.
Hmm.
But Colonel Varrish. Christoph Waltz. Have you seen Inglourious Bastards? God damn
No.
it. Ugh.
I don't watch things.
All right, any movie I fucking tell you to watch that's not a scary movie, you need to fucking watch it. Inglourious Bastards is about World War II and the fucking Nazis. God damn it.
I don't like watching things. It does not hold my attention.
You're frustrating me.
Trust
Christoph,
me, you and Brittany could probably form up a club.
we'll make our own podcast. Shit Brandy and Will do that piss us off.
There you go. Okay, I googled him.
Okay, Christoph Waltz. He plays a, like, here's the thing. That was Inglourious Bastards was the first movie I seen Christoph Waltz in. He plays his character in that movie so fucking well. I treat him as if he is fucking Umbridge from Harry Potter. Anytime I see that bitch, anytime I see him, I'm immediately like, fuck you. Like, you're an ass. Could be the sweetest character. Could literally be a fucking maid that wants nothing best for children. It doesn't matter. You're still an asshole in my eyes because of this one fucking movie. And that's great because you played your character well. So I think this would be perfect. But also Mads Mikkelsen. I don't know if I said his last name correctly. Madds Mikk. And then the rest is going to spell itself.
No, he looks creepy.
Damn.
Well, he does. Okay, well, the first picture that pops up is this. Odin?
Well, I mean, it is what it is, right? I don't know where that fucking movie or that picture comes from, though. Because when I look up Mads Mikkelsen, that definitely does not come up like that.
I guess it's like
He's
the
a
second
Danish.
picture.
Oh, I see it.
There's
I see
another
it, I see
picture
it.
before it. It's not the first picture, but
he's in a lot of good movies. He's also in Fantastic Beasts. Have you seen that one? The Secrets of
the first
Dumbledore?
one? Nope.
I haven't seen it either, so I can't be upset with you. But okay. Indiana Jones.
When I was a long time ago.
Oh no, that he was in the most recent one.
Oh, then no.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. I didn't. You haven't seen Star Wars. Have you seen Doctor Strange?
Yes, actually.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, he was in Doctor Strange. He played. What the hell kind of name is that? Kalius? Okay,
Can't
I
remember the
need.
names of the characters anyway.
Bro. Oh. He played the guy that was like trying to take over.
Oh.
Like the black-eyed dude.
Mm.
That's who he played. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Well, that's why we didn't recognize him.
I forgot he was in that movie. Okay, so that's my Varrish.
I only had one, and it was Willem Dafoe.
That's actually a pretty good one.
Yeah.
All I can think of
Probably
is
one of the
Green
better.
Goblin whenever I see him, though. A little off his rocker. Actually, that would be perfect.
I was gonna say, I feel like that's Varrish, right?
Right. All right. Who's next?
CATRIONA.
CATRIONA. I don't like this one. And I'm just not sold on it.
I don't like mine either. I love this actress, but I don't love her for Cat.
Yeah.
But in my head, Cat is hot, so I had to pick a hot actress.
You know what's really sad? I've seen so many pictures of like fan art, and maybe it's just like the hate for Cat, but it's like Violet's like, damn, she's drop dead gorgeous, and every single like fan art picture is just like, who the fuck is this bitch? Here's the thing though, like Kat and Serena, I think just like their culture is like, to me, it's like not Hispanic, but like it gives off like Native American or like Indian or something like the tan, almost brown skin tone, like very dark black hair. So I don't like that I have Elizabeth Giles or Gillies or whatever her last name is,
I
but
I can picture the spelling of her name, but I can't picture her fucking face.
she's besties with Ariana Grande from her Nickelodeon days.
Yes. Okay, there she is.
She plays Mean Girl from the Nickelodeon days, so like she can play the Mean Girl really well. I mean, she's played
Mm-hmm.
Mean Girl. God, look at my, like, I got like mosquito bites at the ass. She plays a Mean Girl really well, which would be like great. But I just don't picture her as Kat. You know, I just don't. The way Kat is not necessarily supposed to look like, but like the way Kat is like described, I just don't.
Yeah.
I'm not saying she's not pretty. I mean, she's gorgeous, but like I'm pictured like a Native American goddess or something, but like I couldn't find. I guess I could have done like a Gemma Chan, but
I kind of felt the same way. This person is not Native American, at least not to my knowledge, but she does have like that almost, I hate saying this, but almost that like exotic look. I'm pretty sure she's just white, but she doesn't, like, not American white, like maybe, I don't know where she's from. Anyway, Anya Charlotra.
huh?
Anya Charlotra. She plays Yennefer in The Witcher.
Ooh, ooh, yes, I approve.
Yeah. It's that same kind of thing where she's like really shitty in the beginning and then starts to like get more friendly towards the end and like,
Yeah. To be honest, the person that I picked for her sister, I feel like would honestly be a lot better in the cat. Like now that I think about it, I feel like the person I picked for Serena would probably do well in the in Catriona's character rather than where I placed her. But and like maybe I could like flip flop them. I think I like that a little bit more, but I'll tell you that actors when we get to them.
okay,
Curious what you got for Serena though. If you got
it's nothing
Yennefer,
exciting. And nope,
or the
it's not
actress for
exciting.
Yennefer, I should say. All right, whatever. Anyways,
Garrick.
I'm
I had
gonna
Kellen
fuck this name up.
Lutz.
Not
I
bad.
think that's how
Just
you say it.
too fucking old.
That's how you say it, right? But okay,
Kellen
but like
Lutz.
he's supposed to be like big and like burly, and
Yeah,
so I was imagining like this is one of the few that I looked up the character description and was like, "Oh, that guy." Okay, so I was like thinking Emmett from Twilight.
yeah, I can see that. Um, the person I picked for Garrick is Wolfgang Novogratzo. Uh, he was in movie. He's in. I haven't seen this movie yet, but like I want to see it. It's called Tarot. It's a scary movie, but it's called Tarot.
I actually got the ads on TikTok for that because of my, you know, interests. What is his last name?
Words.
Words are
uh,
hard.
Novogratz. Oh, it's not oh Novogratz. Sorry. I was I was speaking while I was writing this out last night, and I think I just added the O to it, but it's Wolfgang Novogratz, so Novogratz.
I figure.
He was also in Sierra Burgess is a Loser,
Hmm.
which I think most
Hey,
people
he has the
has
same
actually.
birthday as me. I mean, like, he's younger than me, but same birthday.
Birthday twins. But yeah, he's 6'3". He's got like that muscular, like that chiseled kind of like facial structure.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if we can just place uh what's his name? Fuck. If Casey ever listens to this episode, she will literally fucking murder me. He plays The Witcher. Fuck. Henry
Henry
Cavill.
Cavill.
Shut up. Shut your goddamn mouth.
That's one of the few actors I do know.
You know what's so sad? I've talked about him so much in like recent weeks. I don't know why. If I could just shove Henry Cavill's body onto this guy's face, it'd be great. I'd say Henry Cavill
Interesting.
could be good for the Garrick position as well, but
Just, I have him for something else later.
the problem is that I feel like the amount of time it's going to take for them to like if they were to ever do this, the amount of time it would take for them to get like the showrunner, get everything running and going and like
Yeah.
written, he's
All
going to
these
be
people are
too
gonna be too
old.
old.
Yeah. So I try not to go too young, but like, yeah, it just wasn't working. But anyways, uh,
Jessinia.
um, to be honest, I didn't even know what Jacinia looked like. So thank you to AI. I took her, um, her AI photo that they have on various things, and I was like, AI, find me an actress that looks like this or with this description. And it brought up several of them, and I was like, oh, perfect. I actually can figure this out. So her name's Nico Park. No, it's not. Hold on. Because like I said, I was doing this incorrectly. Yeah, it is Nico Park. She was in movies like Dumbo, The Last of Us. She's got like that heart-shaped picture. Um,
I just searched Nico Park and it took me to like a casino in India. How
yeah,
do
you
you
have to
spell
do
that?
actress afterwards. But like, look at that. Look at her. Look how cute she would be.
Okay.
Just put like a little tan robe over her, teach her some sign language, and I think she'd be perfect. Yeah, she made her debut in a Disney movie in Dumbo.
Okay.
And then she was in The Last of Us, which I think she played um you haven't watched this TV show. Do you know what The Last of Us is? It
Mm.
was a video game. Um the main character is gay. So she has a girlfriend and I think she plays the girlfriend.
Hmm.
I actually haven't watched it, but the girlfriend I thought was black in the show, and I'm not fucking finding it anywhere. So
Well, this girl's black.
yeah, but like I in the game I think the character was black, but I don't remember. It's been a while, and I never actually played it myself.
Okay.
But she was in The Last of Us, so like I might also just be like making what I think is like an actual.
I did not pick a black actress for this one. I did not get black from her description.
It was more of an olive skin tone.
Yeah, I went with someone really pale. So
Oh.
I went with Ariel Winter.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. Sarah in Last of Us. Who the fuck is Sarah in Last of Us?
I don't know.
Oh. She definitely didn't play the girlfriend.
I picked so many Witcher actors on this fucking thing.
Have you been watching The Witcher?
No. I mean, I do watch, I've seen all of The Witcher, but that's one of the few shows that I do
Recently.
watch. But the next character on the list, the reason I said that is because the next character on the list, oh shit, no, I skipped one. The next character on the list is Markham.
This is the one I changed. So I had Gary Oldman for Professor Carr, but he would be a good Markham.
I literally feel super cliche, but when I looked up fan art of Markham, I was like, that's George Clooney. So
You know, he's actually listed as one of the people to play him on like the My Fancast. I was like, that makes sense.
That's who I saw. And he's got like that arrogant like demeanor that I feel
It's
like Markham
in
has.
George Clooney's face.
Yeah.
He was born with it.
Really, honestly. Like every picture, he's just aloof.
Yeah. I just like Gary Oldman. He's just such a versatile actor.
That's fair.
He's just perfect in every way.
She says about this stranger.
Hey, I don't take my idolizations to extreme levels, okay?
Luella.
So Luella is supposed to be a petite, skinny little bitch.
Mm-hmm.
With
The
like
Violet of the Flyers.
Pale everything. Pale skin, pale hair. Near white. So I did Saoirse Ronan.
No, I don't know who that is. Why are you looking at me like that? I don't even know how to spell that.
It's the Irish version of spelling Saoirse. So, good luck.
Right.
Saoirse. She was in The Lovely Bones. Did you watch that movie?
I did. I read the book, but it was scarring, so okay.
She was in Little Women, not Woman. She's done quite a
No,
bit
I
of
see
like,
who she is.
yeah.
I watched Hannah. I was obsessed with Hannah for a while. Um I'm just gonna go ahead and say that this was another one of my Witcher actors, and you can just guess who it was.
Oh.
Freya
Oh.
Allen. Siri.
Oh. I knew it was Siri. I knew it was. Don't worry. We'll just take The Witcher and put it in a whole new world.
Honestly, I'd be fine with that. I really like The Witcher. And I'm really nervous about them fucking it up by putting fucking Liam Hemsworth in there.
Yeah, they're definitely going to. Did you have I'm just going to take a stab at it. Did you have Henry Cavill in there as, I don't know, Felix?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Nolan?
Nope.
Takaris.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Oh, is it Grady?
Yeah.
I forgot Grady was in there.
Yep. I had him as Grady.
Well, is that the next one?
No, there's 2 more before him, but go ahead.
Okay, well, we're gonna go with Grady now.
Yeah.
um, I had Michael Fassbender. Bitch, you've
I
watched
might
the
know who it is.
X-Men?
I just don't
Yeah,
know what his face.
Magneto.
I don't. Okay. Yeah. I just don't know people's names.
Magneto. He was also in
Okay.
Inglorious Bastards.
Again, we've already discussed how I've never seen that.
That's a good movie. It's funny.
Not saying I won't ever watch it. It's just not
It's a
like
little scarring, but
watching
it's
movies
funny.
is not my. It's not my like. Speaking of fucking scarring, okay, hold on. We have to just pause for a whole second because you know the other night, what was it, Sunday night, and I was messaging you about how I was depressed and I was having a rough time and I didn't like wanted to go to sleep and never wake up and all that shit. You remember that?
Yeah.
So I was like, babe, let's watch a movie. Let's cuddle and watch a movie. Like I just think that would make me feel better right now. Not knowing any context, I knew the basic like one liner that the streaming services put under the movie. We decided to watch Dear Evan Hansen. Do you think
Yeah.
I got better?
No.
By the end of it, Brittany and I were both screaming at the TV. We're like cussing and screaming, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what? Sir! And then, like, we get to the part, which, spoiler alert, if you've seen it, right?
No, to be honest, no.
Okay, then I'm not going to tell you the spoiler
It's
alert.
I probably never will because honestly, the person who plays the actor, Will loves him.
He
I
he
just,
played the character well, and
I just
his
don't
singing voice
see.
actually really fit the songs. Um,
Yeah, you want to know why? Because his dad literally fucking was like one of the composers for that goddamn musical.
right, it was probably written for him. But
Nepotism. I'm just kidding. Like
the
that's Hollywood, but regardless, yes.
so okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say this then. Spoiler alert!
I
If
know what
anybody hasn't,
happens in Dear Evan
yeah,
Hansen though.
if anybody hasn't seen it or doesn't or wants to watch it, like skip ahead a few minutes or seconds, not minutes, because I'm not gonna talk about it for that long because I already spent enough of my life on that movie. But there's this part where so you know the kid killed himself, the other kid did, and he had the letter that the kid had written to himself, and yada yada yada. So the part where you're about to find out that when Evan Hansen fell out of the tree, he didn't actually fall, he jumped. Um, that we are about to find that out, and we're like leading up to it, and I was like, well, this has been about 15 minutes of leading up to the fact that he tried to kill himself and didn't fall out of the tree. Like, what the fuck? It was just the whole thing. And then I thought he actually was going to kill himself at the end of the movie, and there was no resolution. It was just like there was no happy ending. He didn't get with the other girl. He didn't like nobody. It was just terrible. And maybe had I been in a better state of mind, I wouldn't have hated it as much. I might have been able to appreciate
Mm-hmm.
the like reality of the ending, that like there was no happy ever after. Like everything smoothed out, but there was no like happy ending. Like
Yeah.
he didn't get the girl. He didn't any of that. And I feel like normally I would appreciate that, and a little
Mm-hmm.
part of me can, but the
Not at
shitstorm.
this point.
Yeah, well, because I was like already depressed, already having a bad night, and like bad enough that I was messaging you about it, which means it was like real bad. Um, and then I was feeling guilty because I was like, I should be doing podcast stuff, and then it was just a whole thing. Plus I
The
had
fact
brought
that
work
you
home.
chose to like not read and actually watch a movie says something.
Yeah. So we watched fucking Dear Evan Hansen because we've been wanting to watch it for a long time because we heard good things, and um it was terrible. It was awful. I was so uncomfortable the whole time because he just kept lying, and like
It's like watching 13 Reasons Why.
uh Although
Um,
I will say, like, 13 Reasons Why actually put me, like, in a dark place. Like, in Dear Evan Hansen, I was like, this is just so fucking outlandish that I can't fucking even.
yeah, it's fine. The same day that you sent that to me, I ended up watching the clip from All Dogs Go to Heaven.
I remember you messaging me about that. Or
I
did
was
you
like,
message me about that?
I think I sent it, or I think I like was like kind of teary eyed, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I was just gonna cry today. That's fine.
Hmm. Yeah.
Because it was the little girl in the movie had just finished all her lines, and her dad killed her.
Yeah.
And some of the other actors and actresses were still finishing their lines. And it was a scene where the main dog is saying goodbye to the little girl right before he dies and goes to heaven. And we have older dogs. I have an older cat. I don't handle death very well.
Girl.
Just never been able, yeah, I've just never been able to like talk about it without like tearing up, because like it just makes me think of other things. And I was just driving like, I'm okay, I'm okay.
Yeah. It's life out here
I was like,
just
first of all,
knocking
who
us
the
down.
fuck decided to make a children's movie about dogs going to fucking heaven?
Listen, there
Damn.
were lots of really twisted fucking movies in our childhood. First of all, that's a whole other podcast.
That's probably why I, oh yeah, you right though, you right. Okay, next one.
Yeah. There's another
Okay.
clip that goes around about Ducky from
Oh,
The Land Before
oh
Time, but
god,
that's a whole
no.
other that's another one. Okay,
Poor
Marin.
ducky. Poor ducky. Wait, do we go back and do the two before Grady?
That is the two. Marin is before Grady because it's
Oh, okay.
Professor Grady.
Oh, I was like, uh, I, I know you were a teacher and all, but I really don't want to question your alphabet right now.
Professor.
Marin, I chose Gemma Chan.
I feel like I should know who that is.
She hasn't been in a lot of mainstream movies. The most recent one that like hit national whatever, which is what Barry Cogan or what Cohen or whatever his last
She's
name is.
in she's in a Marvel movie, isn't she?
Yeah, she's in Eternals.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So that, not that it like skyrocketed her, but it skyrocketed Barry into like the world. She was already kind of in there, but like Gemma Chan. So I think she would play a great Marin.
I like that. I like that. I had Maisie Williams,
Ooh, I like that.
and I don't love any of mine. Well, I kind of love
I
my next one, but
I like it, but I feel like Maisie's too short.
fair.
Because I feel like Marin, and I feel like to be a flyer, you have to be fucking tall.
Yeah.
Like
I feel like
kudos
to
to
be a writer,
Luella.
you need to be fucking tall.
That's what I was about to say. Like kudos to Marin for like, not Marin, Luella for
Right?
jumping.
So,
What the
funny
fuck is
thing about
this?
that for Luella, I originally was thinking Elle Fanning in my head, and then I was like, wait, isn't she really fucking tall? And looked it up, and yeah, she's like 5'9".
To be honest,
Yeah.
I was thinking Elle Fanning for Luella too, but I was like, this bitch ain't petite."
No, she's like
She
really tall.
stands so close to 6'4", which is Nicholas Holt like size. Because
Yeah.
they're both in the Great. She plays Catherine the Great. He plays Peter, uh,
Yeah.
or whatever, the Emperor. And I'm sitting there like, no,
Yeah. No,
that wouldn't work.
she's too big, too tall. Not big, tall.
Yeah. Um,
So
who's
next
next?
is Professor Deborah, and I do kind of like who I picked for this one. She's not typically an
Okay,
actress, but
so Devra is black, straight up, with purple
oh,
hair.
I
So
didn't
I
have her as
picked
black. I had her with purple hair, but not black.
I well, and that's the thing. I was like, is she black? Oh, no, yeah, straight up black. Regina King.
Which is
Have you seen?
That's the one that I always confuse with. People are gonna call me so fucking racist, but I promise I do it with white people too. I always confuse her with Taraji P Henson. I'm pretty sure she's in Girls Trip, right?
Yes, I think so. She's also in Miss Congeniality
Oh
too.
nope, nope. That's not who I was thinking.
Oh, you're
I was
thinking
thinking
of,
Regina Hall.
yeah. Um, this one is in Miss Congeniality 2 with
Yeah,
Sandra
I was
Bullock.
thinking Regina Hall. Regina King. I see. I could see that.
Have you ever seen Miss Congeniality 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went through a phase where I was pretty, I mean, gay teenager in the high school, pretending to be straight. I went through a miscongeniality phase for sure.
Well,
Um,
you're either gay or you go into the FBI. You're not both. And guess what I didn't do?
we go through these phases, okay? I'm just saying.
All right, anyways.
I had pink.
Oh. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
She isn't normally an actress, but she does act
And
from
she's
time to
like
time.
feisty and edgy and
I wouldn't say butch, but like,
looks good with purple hair.
yeah. Yeah. All right, who's next?
Quinn.
Quinn. Elle Fanning.
Bella Thorne, so same vein.
Yeah. Because Quinn is blonde haired. She's a little tan, but not um I don't know. She's like not petite. I don't know. I don't think she's petite, but like,
I
yeah,
didn't get that vibe.
no. But I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
I feel like Bella Thorne when she acts, and this could just be because of the Disney days, but like I feel like there's a difference between Disney acting and like movie acting. And I feel
Yes.
like Bella Thorne goes back into the Disney acting.
I think that Bella Thorne only gets cast as characters that I want to punch in the face.
That too. That's why when you said Bella Thorne, my face dropped and I was like, ugh.
But
Because of
I
that
feel
reason.
like not that I want to punch Quinn in the face, but like she is the kind of comedic relief, but also kind of an asshole
Yeah,
in
because
her
she's an
comedic
asshole
relief.
to the marked ones.
Yeah.
Girl, you just gotta watch The Great. It is such a good show.
That actually does sound like it would be in my like
Have you ever there's also a
interest.
good there's a they made like an American version of this and it's not as funny. It's not as funny because British comedy is like top tier. Except for The Office. The Office was pretty good, but I also never watched the British version of The Office, so like
Right.
I literally could be like switching my topics here. But there's a thing called like Ghosts or something, and it's literally about like a woman who either inherits this house or like buys this house or
Yeah.
whatever, and it's not infested, but like people who have
I've
died on
seen
the
the
grounds. Yeah. It is hilarious. Oh my god. And it's such a quick watch, but it's so fucking funny. It is so funny. And it's British humor, so it's even better. Um and it's not like you're making fun of everybody's like oh, she's so fat kind of like
right.
humor. It's like she was definitely not educated on this kind of like it's I don't know. It's funny. It's hilarious. I like British humor. But I would say The Great is like a mix of that kind of humor with like a period drama because it's obviously not real history
Right, right.
and it's stupid, but it's so funny.
I mean,
It's great. That's why I like Elle Fanning so much.
Maybe one day I'll give it a chance. Maybe.
Today.
Sloane is next.
You're not gonna know this person,
You're probably not gonna know mine either.
so get ready to look this up. Catherine Newton. So I actually recently watched Catherine Newton in a movie called Abigail. Abigail is a scary movie that you definitely have not watched. Um, it's basically a vampire movie. It is very good. She is very good. I really like her. I she's like the sassy in that movie. She's like one of the sassy characters where she's just like, yeah, I'm just doing this because like I'm just bored at home. Like my parents pay for everything. I'm just bored at home.
Okay.
Kind of thing. And then she just like does her own little thing. And then she gets pissed off and then she starts yelling at people and then she just like gets scared for a second. So it's like she's like the perfect mix of Sloane. Like I can just like imagine her walking up the mountain saying these like stupid little quips from behind. I like it's perfect.
All right. I have Olivia Holt.
Yeah. I
She.
know who that is,
Oh, you know who
but
that is? Okay.
I don't know her as much because whenever I think of a Holt, I just think of Nicholas Holt. I'm just like,
I
who?
don't know who that is.
We already went through this. we already went through this.
Olivia Holt. I know her from Cloak and Dagger. We watched Cloak and Dagger, and that's
Oh
where I know
yeah,
her from.
you know, yeah.
Okay, here you
Hasn't
go.
she been in movies that I've seen before?
I don't know. But the next one is Serena.
Oh, perfect. Um, so Florence Pugh. I took her off Amber Mavis, and I was like, no, 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 no. I think this would be perfect.
I had Anne Hathaway.
Not bad. I
Yeah.
considered her. I don't remember what I considered her for, but um, I definitely, I really like Florence Pugh because I can just imagine her with like black hair. She's already kind of, and I tried to pick like the people for like not the flyers, but like for Kat and Serena to be very pretty in the face, but also like fit.
Yeah.
But I also think I would honestly like Florence Pugh better as Kat.
Yeah.
And then Elizabeth, whatever her last name, Giles Gillis, as Serena. I like that better.
Okay. Okay, the next one. I actually kind of do like the person I picked for this one, but only because he doesn't typically play like asshole characters. I mean, he does. Like, he usually. Let me rephrase. The movie that I know him best from, he plays a sassy gay best friend. Um, and but when I thought of Hawknose, this was the only person I could think of. Um, so it's Stanley Tucci.
I love that. I did. Oh, why didn't I think of him? Oh, that would have been so good.
That's who I thought of when I thought of Hawknose.
That's a good one.
And I think
That's
that
a
he could
good
pull
one.
off the like, because I feel like you could almost make Ulysses like a queen. Like,
Yeah, except for he's got a wife.
I don't give a shit. So do a lot of queens.
That's so true. Um. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, I didn't think about that. Oh, and I can just imagine him from like Easy A, like telling the truth, and then like kind of looking back at it, like his wife, like,
Right?
"Who told you?"
Right?
And then like everyone's like rolling their eyes, like, "Really?"
Really, bitch. Okay.
Exasperated, yeah.
Yeah.
Um. So I imagined Ulysses as like not old, but old, you know,
I mean, Stanley Tucci's old.
wrinkly, wrinkly old.
Okay. Okay.
like white haired, like balding up top, like
I
tuffy kind of
also
hair.
pictured him bald. Actually, have you ever seen? Did you watch Disenchantment on Netflix? It's a
I've
animated.
I think I watched like the first episode.
Okay, well, there's a. I don't know if he's in the first episode or not, but there's a character on that show who is like a. I don't know, a priest or something. I can't remember what his name is right now, but in my head, he's bald. He actually has a third eye in his the top of his head. Um, but he is what I imagine for Ulysses, except he's not a real person, so
Mhm.
I couldn't cast him.
Let's see. Um,
Oddball, that's his name in the show.
Oddbald.
Yeah.
Um. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. Um. That's funny. That's so funny because that's like perfect.
Right? So, like how we were talking, if they made it like an animated series or like an anime.
That would be perfect. See, like I imagine him like super wrinkly, like 80s old, wrinkly, and then like the crazy tuffy kind of hair like around
Like
the
coming
back
out
of
of
his
his
head.
ears and shit.
Yeah, but like bald on top with like a fucking hawk nose. That's all I can think of. So all literally Tommy Lee Jones. That's all I could think of. I was like,
Okay.
why?
I like mine better.
I was like, yeah, I like yours too. I think yours would bring the comedic relief. Mine would bring the like asshole.
Yeah. It's okay.
But Tommy Lee
We still
Jones.
have like 6 left to go. What are we doing? I thought this was going to be quick. Okay, Takaris.
Because you fucking said something. Um, Game of Thrones. Before I say the name, 'cause I'm gonna fucking butcher it. You've watched Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah, I've watched the first like 3 seasons or 2
Perfect,
seasons.
because this person is in the first fucking episode. Nikolai Coster Waldau. He's the brother that has sex with his sister.
Oh, Jamie Lannister.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
All their names run together to me,
Yeah.
so I forget all of them. Jamie
The brother who
Lannister.
fucks with his sister is, yeah, that makes sense. I understand.
Yeah.
um
Yeah, him. That one.
so I didn't write down the second one, but I had 2 on my list cuz I'm imagining Takaris as like a like 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 kind of
He's like a suave, like
fancy
Italian,
like.
dark-haired man. Like
Okay,
honestly,
so one of mine kind
if
of
you would have
goes with
said
like
George
that.
Clooney for this, I've been like, yeah, I see it. Like a
I said
tan
Johnny
George
Depp.
Clooney.
That's what I wrote down.
Oh, with what is it? Like a cleaned up version of Johnny Depp, but
Yeah.
like fuck, what is it? Jack Sparrow, like
Yeah.
walking around.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
I love
Um
that.
but
Who's the other
also
one?
I could also see like this guy's a little older than Johnny Depp. Well, not than Johnny Depp, but then I imagine the character, and I can't remember what his actual name is. But in the Hunger Games, Caesar Flickerman, the guy that like does all the interviews,
Stanley Tucci.
is it?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's not who I'm thinking of.
Are you talking about in the very first one? Like the one with like
Yeah.
the like weird ass mustache? I was like, Caesar, bitch, that's Stanley Tucci.
Um, then that's not who I'm talking about. I it in the books that's that's not who I'm talking about. No, I just looked up Caesar
Are
Flickerman.
you
And that's
talking
not who I'm
about
talking about.
Seneca?
Maybe.
Wes Bentley?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I could see that.
I
He'd
was
have to
like,
be a
not
little.
Stanley Tucci.
I was like,
the
Caesar, that's
game
good.
maker. He's the game maker, not the interviewer.
Yeah, Seneca. This one right here.
Yeah, I just looked him up.
Seneca.
Yeah,
Wes
that's what
Bentley.
I said.
Yeah.
Like kind
Yo,
of
he'd
dark.
be a good one. Yeah, if he was like a little tanner, I think he'd be good because he played in fuck, what is that? He played in a couple of horror movies and in like fuck, what is that? American Horror Story, I think like season 5.
Okay.
He played a really good character in that one.
I
Like
really wanted to
fucked
get
up in
into
the
that
brain.
show, and
I
I
thought it
just
was going
never
to
could.
be like starting here, working our way down. I didn't realize every season was going to be something different. And I think that's what
Different,
really
yeah.
lost me. I mean, it brought me in, but it was something that I had to like get into.
Yeah.
I
I
think
think
after
I've tried to start the first episode like a few times and just
Coven, I think would be my favorite. The first one was good to get into, but Coven would be my favorite out of all of them. Freak Show was stupid. It just took so many twists and turns. I was like, why the fuck are they here? What is happening in this basement? And someone's like, and I was like, no, that's stupid. The one with Lady Gaga, that's the one that has Wes Bentley in it. That one
okay.
wasn't bad. It was kind of weird, but it wasn't bad. But I'd say Coven would be my favorite, and then the Wes Bentley Lady Gaga season would be a next good one. So if you want to watch those two, you don't need to watch any of the other ones. You can watch whatever season you fucking want.
That's fair. I did know that they were not like connected, so I mean, maybe I will one day. Probably not, but
Yeah.
maybe.
I think you dig the
Okay,
Coven one because that one was pretty dope. But anyways, go ahead.
Nolan.
Uh, this dude's supposed to be black too.
Yes.
He's black with a silvery beard. How dope would it be to have Samuel L. Jackson play Nolan? Play
I
this
don't
nice, heartfelt character, and then all
I
of a
don't
sudden
know
you're just like,
if he can do it.
I think he could. I think he
I
could.
don't know that I could take it seriously.
I don't think I could take any of my characters seriously, but here we are.
But I had Morgan Freeman, so it's not much better. But I was like, old
Listen,
black man with silvery white hair. Morgan Freeman.
listen, it was either Morgan Freeman or Samuel L. Jackson. And I was sitting there, I was like, Morgan Freeman would be more of the like, what the fuck? When Iron Flame came around, like towards the end. But Samuel L. Jackson, man, I've had it with these motherfucker snakes on this motherfucking plane. I think it'd be great. I think it'd be great. All right, next one.
Felix.
Oh, Keith David.
I don't know who that is.
The fuck you don't? You had him for a turn.
I might recognize his face. I just don't know.
Hux. Has Been
Oh,
Hotel.
okay.
He also played Dr. Felicier.
Facilier.
Whatever. Facilier. I take Korean and Russian. I do not take French because that. Um I think it would be great to see him on screen with his like rumbly deep voice that
Yeah.
can be soothing when he needs it to be. But then
I
it's
did
like
not have him.
I think you had him because I said Mufasa or Idris Elba and you're like,
No, I definitely had him for that.
"Oh." I was like, "No, you did."
I just can't. So now I'm like, what is he supposed to look like? Felix Iron. Because I had a white man. That's
ugh.
why I said that.
Let's see. Don't you worry. Oh,
Oh, it does
okay.
say
Well,
ebony skin. A large man with a calm, rumbling voice. He has ebony skin and a thick silver beard. Okay, well, I did not find that description when I was doing these. So I had Jeff Goldblum.
I like that too. That one's funny.
Right? And Felix is funny, so I thought it would be like
Sassy funny.
right.
Oh, that one's funny.
But
Yeah, I
now that
like
I
that one.
realize he's supposed to have ebony skin, that doesn't really work.
It's fine. See,
Yeah.
I don't think that was ever said in the book. That's the thing. I was
Right?
looking at
Like,
all the places for like descriptions, and that's what I found. That was the most
yeah.
description I found. So,
When I was searching these, I did search like the description of all of them, but I did it on my computer. So I don't know. Now that I did it on my phone, I got something different. Well, whatever.
that's weird. Okay.
Kylan.
Kylan. Okay, so I for some reason I was thinking Kylan was a butch woman that was young. I'd say like 30s, you know, old enough to be a general, still young, not too old. And they always talked about a battle axe. Now here's the thing. Anytime Kylan was like involved, there was a lot of shit happening. Like anytime the like
Yeah.
assembly was involved, there was a lot of things happening, and a lot of the times I like skipped ahead. I mean, I read it, but like that wasn't part of the juicy details that I wanted to remember. So I was thinking Kylan was, I'd say, our age, but like built like
I
a
mean, I think that
like built thick enough to where she could carry around a battle axe. Because for some reason, that's what I remembered reading, was that she always carried around a battle axe. Not that she was
I think
built
they just
like a battle. She
called
was
her that
built by
too.
like a
Like,
battle axe or a battle axe or whatever. So when I was sitting there thinking about it, I was like, what the fuck does she look like? Because like now I'm just confused. And you've never seen these movies, you never played this game, so like you're not gonna know who I'm talking about. If you look up these characters, you might know. So in a game called Baldur's Gate, which is a Dungeons and Dragons game, what it is, there is a character that you meet named Karlak. Now, Karlak is from hell, essentially. So now she is not, human, nothing like that, but she is taller and she is like, she carries a battle axe. Like, that's like the kind of like, she is like, beefy. Like, she is the tank of the group. So I was thinking a mix of her, and there's another movie. It's not another movie, but a movie. It's the Dungeons and Dragons movie, No Honor Among Thieves or Men or whatever. With Chris Pine in it. But there's the girl that goes around with him, and I always forget her name. She's literally in every single fucking Fast and the Furious movies. And she's Dom's girlfriend. That's all I know her as. And she was in something else. But I was picturing a mix of Karlak and her character because like this bitch is butchy. She's like bigger, beefier. She like dates the little men. Like that's who I was thinking of. When I looked up this character description, she is an old ass woman with blonde short hair, built
oh,
like a battle axe. And I was like, the fuck? The hell you mean? So that took me for a
um,
loop last night. I was like confused and going on a fucking rampage. I showed Will, I was like, that's what this bitch is supposed to look like. That's not who I pictured. Who he is like, who'd you picture? I was like, fucking Karlak and this character from Dungeons and Dragons. He goes, I could see that. I could see why you would picture that. I was like, fucking exactly.
yeah,
I picked Glenn Close.
I
She's
can see
thick.
that.
She's
I
thicker.
can
I
see
mean, she
that.
played a
Yeah.
man in Hook. I mean, fuck.
Well, and like she played, she's played villains before. Not that this is a
Yeah.
villain, but like she's yeah. I picked Gwendolyn Christie, so I did go with someone closer to our age. But big, and I mean,
Oh.
I don't know that she's actually big, but she is in Game of Thrones.
Oh no, she's that tall in real
Is
life.
she?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, because when I was reading it,
Michelle
I was imagining,
Rodriguez.
yeah, Letty, yeah.
Yeah, Letty. That's who that I pictured a mix of her and somebody else who is
I
like,
also went through a Michelle Rodriguez phase. Not
yeah,
Fast
I
and the
can see it.
Furious specifically, but just her.
I can see that. That's fine. But
um,
yeah,
but yeah, Gwendolyn Christie is, so
I
Brienne of
like that.
Tarth.
If you just add like a few wrinkles onto her face, like she'd be
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah. Okay, next is Trissa.
Trissa was described as like a petite woman with black glossy hair and dark brown eyes. So I was like, okay, I can dig that.
And it
I went
says
with
so.
Natalie. Huh?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I went with Natalie Portman because she's short as shit.
Okay, fair, but also
She's 5'2".
the other. So on the, I looked up the physical descriptions on Empyrean Wiki, which I know like can be changed and shit, but like
Oh, it's fine. The other
that's
thing I
where
looked at can be changed too. So
it it specifically says she has umber skin, which I had to look up what that meant. And it basically means like light skinned. So I picked Journey Smollett.
huh? Journey. Who?
Smollett. She played Black Canary in Suicide Squad, or not Suicide Squad, Birds of Prey.
Oh, so she's light skin
Yeah.
tan. She's light skin black.
Yes.
That's what. Okay. I haven't actually seen Birds of Prey yet. See, I could see somebody like that. Fuck you. Okay?
Hold
Fuck
on.
you.
How have you not? That is literally when my mental health is tanking and I'm like, I want to watch a movie to make myself feel better. I watch Birds of Prey and I'm like, rah! Like I'm getting into it and I'm like, yeah, I want to be crazy like Harley Quinn. Oh my God, how have you not watched Birds of Prey?
Because listen, I feel like I act like Harley Quinn half the time with my mental
No, but
health.
Harley Quinn and Birds of Prey is, I like her. Usually, like normal Harley Quinn, I'm like, fuck that bitch. She is, no, because
I like
it's
Harley
it's
Quinn.
giving it's giving like domestic violence.
Abuse.
Like
It's giving abuse.
yeah, no. But
Okay.
Harley Quinn
Yes, I will.
in Birds of Prey is like post breakup Harley Quinn.
Yeah, that I knew. Um See, I imagined somebody like this for Trissa, honestly. I just didn't know. And then when I looked up when I like had Copilot, I was like, find me actresses with this description. I didn't have the skin color description, and Natalie Portman popped up, and I was like, huh, I've never seen her with black hair. That would probably be pretty cool to see. What the fuck?
I don't know
Brandy's
why
thing's fucking up
that's
again.
happening.
I don't know, but I keep thinking somebody's like popped into our thing, and I was like, who the fuck are you? I think it's Iris. I think we need to think about different
Software.
recording. It's probably cheaper too. Anyways, Trissa.
Yeah, Trissa.
Who's next?
The last one is Surrey. I think that's how you say it.
Surrey. I had Olivia Munn.
Okay, so I was looking through people, and Olivia Munn was someone that I thought about,
Mm-hmm.
um, because it was like the description I saw literally it says in quotes, wide shouldered brunette with olive skin and a single streak of silver in her hair. And I did think about Olivia Munn, but ultimately I went with Priyanka Chopra.
Actually, that's not a bad choice either.
Yeah.
I was thinking Olivia Munn because I watched her as, what is it, Psylocke, I think it is.
I don't know.
In it's one of the X-Men movies, X-Men
Yeah.
Apocalypse. And I was like, huh.
Yeah. I love Olivia Munn. So like I definitely like that as well. But that's not the type of Asian that I went with.
Well, okay then. Yeah.
And that's it. That's the last one. So
Well, that was a long ass episode, but what are we gonna do?
it sure
Anyways.
fucking was, you know? It's fine.
Oh well. Until next time.
Bye.